Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Itzan, CEO of Sixscan. This is Yaron, CTO, my partner. And I'm here to tell you about the world's first automated protection suite against website hackers. And I'll start by telling you a story. Story of the three little pigs and the big bad wolf. The three little pigs had blogs, as you can see. And the first little pig said, you know what? I'm just going to put my blog out there, and I don't need to secure it. We all know there are many vulnerabilities out there for almost every blogging platform there exists. So it didn't take long before the big bad wolf came along. He huffed and he puffed, and he hacked that blog. The second little pig said, I'm going to hire a consultant. He's going to look at my blog, he's going to fix all the problems and prevent hackers from getting in. The problem with that fix is that it's one time. And since new vulnerabilities crop up almost every day, it was only a matter of time before the big bad wolf came in again. He huffed and he puffed again, and he hacked his blog as well. The third little pig said, you know what? There's a new solution called proxy security, and what they do is they redirect all of our traffic through their servers and stop the hackers. What the third little pig didn't know is that hackers can very easily bypass those proxies, huff and puff just a little bit, and hack the blog just the same. You may think the problem is limited to little pigs, the smaller sites. It definitely isn't. There are plenty of big pigs, and all of these companies have been hacked in the last month. And how many exactly are there? If we look at some statistics, there were over 1.5 million sites hacked successfully in 2010 alone, and the trend is only rising. So web security is really becoming everybody's problem. And let's see just who everybody is in this case. If we look at Netcraft from May 2011, they have a report that says there are over 300 million websites on the internet as of May. That's a huge market. And data indicates that over 90% of those sites are hosted on shared hosting platforms. What shared hosting means is that these are relatively small sites with relatively small budgets. And now let's see what Sixscan can do for those small sites. What Sixscan gives those sites is a comprehensive protection suite against hackers. What we basically do is we automatically find and fix security problems before hackers find them and use them to compromise the site. We combine active and passive protection, and we protect against all the common vulnerabilities you may have heard, buzzwords like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, request forgery, and many others. We also have a very large database of known vulnerabilities that we can find and fix without the webmaster having to do anything. Last but not least, our solution is very easy to use. Anybody can use it at the press of a button. And let's see just how easy it is to use. What we see here is a sample site that we set up. And what Yohan is going to do now is he's going to try to hack into the National Security Agency using a simple technique called SQL injection. With a couple of special characters, he's managed to get into the site without knowing the username or the password. Now let's see what Sixscan does. This is how Sixscan integrates with cPanel. cPanel is one of the leading products in use by web hosting companies today. And as you can see at the press of a button, he's enabled protection, and Sixscan is now scanning the site and looking for problems. So you can see it's already found one problem that's just a warning. And if we give it another minute, it'll finish creating the sitemap. It'll go through all the pages on the site, and it will find the SQL injection that Yohan used. So here you see it's found it. Now let's see what happens on the site after Sixscan has found and automatically fixed that problem. Let's have Yohan try that same attack over again. And now you'll see that the site is secure. It's not accepting that password anymore, and he can't get in. So you can see how at the press of a button, he protected his site, and hackers can't get in anymore. Thank you. How are we going to get to the market? We talked about a huge 300 million site market. We're planning to go mostly through channels, and our main channel is web hosting providers. These companies, say in the States, companies like Network Solutions, GoDaddy, Register.com, each host hundreds of thousands, if not millions of websites each. And we would be marketing ourselves as an add-on product to those hosting packages through those companies. Another market we're looking at is e-commerce. There are hundreds of thousands of e-commerce sites out there, and those sites would need extra protection against fraud, against credit card number disclosure, and against many other things, and we would provide that. Other potential markets we're looking at for the future include online direct sales to website owners, as well as bundling and enterprise commercial hardware. Let's look at what happens today in the market. Over here, up on the left, we have big names from big companies: McAfee, Juniper, Cisco, many others. These devices cost thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, and they require specialized teams to set up. Up here in the middle, we have consultants. We talked about them earlier, that was pig number 2, and we talked about how they are a one-time fix. They're also pretty expensive. They cost hundreds of dollars just for that one-time fix. Over here on the right, we have the new proxy solutions, and we talked about how pig number 3 was easily bypassed by the hackers. Another problem with these solutions is that they can and do cause website downtime. What we're left with over here is over 80% of the market that does not have a good solution today for protecting their websites. That is where 6scan comes in. Our solution costs around $10 a month, it's very affordable, and it gives the users the protection they need without the hassle. Who is behind 6scan? So I have over 9 years of experience doing software development, leading software teams, doing security research, and web development. My partner, Yaron, he's been a hacker since he was 14 years old. He's been a security advisor to companies in Israel and abroad before his army service. Yaron spent his army service together with me in the Israeli National Center for Data Security, that's Matzov in Hebrew, where we developed military communication security products that protect the military against hackers. And now we're bringing that knowledge and that expertise to website owners all over the world. 6scan is currently in closed beta in Israel. Over the next couple months, we are going to start our closed beta in the United States as well, and later this year, towards the end of the year, we are going to be launching in the United States. We're also hiring, and you can check out thehackerchallenge.com if you think you're good enough. Any questions?